So in the current crisis, vaccines were produced in a relatively quick time, but we still don't really have any efficient drugs, for example, against COVID and against many other diseases as well, because it's a really difficult problem.
Welcome to Chelonia Podcast, a podcast about the use of scientific discoveries and of technology applications. We provide the best information on projects participated by Chelonia and many more. My name is Gabriella Bernardi. I am a science journalist, and in today's episode, we talk about the LIGATE project with Mr. Andrew Emerson from CINECA. Would you please introduce yourself and tell us something about the role of your company in LIGATE project?
Okay, right. So my name is Andrew Emerson. I have a background in computer simulation. CINECA is a supercomputing center. It is in fact Italy's largest supercomputing center, and we provide support to researchers and companies wishing to use supercomputing facilities. So what I do at CINECA, I'm involved in a number of projects which actually help people use our facilities.
What are the goals that you expect from LIGATE project?
Okay, so the LIGATE project is a project of drug design. It's designed to enable computational drug design. So a big problem that we have in the world at the moment actually is the development of new drugs. It's a very expensive and difficult process. In some respects more difficult than finding vaccines, for example. So in the current crisis, vaccines were produced in a relatively quick time, but we still don't really have any efficient drugs, for example, against COVID and against many other diseases as well, because it's a really difficult problem. So what we're trying to do in LIGATE is to put together an architecture which runs on supercomputers, which can help to improve the process of drug design.
What do you think are the benefits for the European community and for the society in general?
So in LIGATE, we are gathering many people from Europe and software, and we're putting them all together into one place. We're working together in a single system, which allows us to run the drug design process. So this would be very important for Europe because it would give us a big advantage in looking for new molecules which could be potential drugs.
Do you think that the LIGATE project represents a game changer in pharmaceutical and medical computing research fields?
I think so, yes, because it is very efficient. We in our sister project, the Escalate project, we already demonstrated which we're capable of testing millions of compounds a second. And this is really world-beating. So nobody else in the world has the same performance as looking for drug compounds as we do. And in LIGATE, we will put this in an infrastructure which will be usable by European researchers, and we think it will make a big difference to the process of drug design.
Many thanks, Mr. Emerson, for joining us today on this podcast, and thank you, our listeners. And if you have any questions about today's show, you can get in touch on LIGATE Twitter, and feel free to subscribe Chelonia.Swiss website and be part of the community. In the meantime, stay tuned to our next interview. Thank you so much again.
Thank you very much for inviting me.